So Dean, how's things coming along heading to the open air game?
Yeah, like I thought we had one of the best quality practices of the year. With I think we've done a good job early in the week in engaging all the players in our scout, and Jacob Chance to take fair credit for that in the way that we've kind of changed up early in the week, and I think we saw just the buy-in and what we wanted to do, and a greater understanding of really the first day of scout and how we wanted to defend them. So, yeah, health is good, and really good energy with the group.
Do the guys get sick of hearing Bryce Cotton's name all week when you're preparing for Perth, or is it just a...
Yeah, it's such a big task, and I think we've just obviously at different times put that weight on Shea and Daly a little bit more, and I think we've spread the weight a little bit over the whole group, that everybody's got to be more involved in trying to slow down Bryce from the point of entry of the ball coming in bounds to the last second of the shot clock.
How did you rate Foxy's work as Bryce?
Yeah, I thought that his speed is comparable in some regards, and so I thought he was fantastic in trying to be Bryce today. Bryce's step back's probably, Foxy's still got a little bit of work to do on that one, and getting fouled and different things, but some of those guys have a lot of fun in the gold team being different players.
Is there an extra edge on this game, do you think, especially coming up against a team that's going to push for a title like yourself?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. I talk to the boys about every game's the same, but the stage is a little bit different sometimes, and the stage of this one of the third time that we play them, and we've won one each, and open air game and sold out and Christmas and all these things. The stage is just going to be a little bit different, but you're going to have two informed teams, going at it, and we're both pretty desperate to win it.
Bit of a playoff feel about it, do you think?
I think the intensity that you see, in the game will certainly have, a playoff kind of feel about it.
And in terms of getting just that mental edge over an opponent that you're going to face later on, I mean, what's that like for yourself? You obviously get to test yourself against the best.
Yeah, then they're playing really good basketball. They obviously beat us in overtime, last time, and we carry that one around a little bit to look forward to this opportunity to play them again at our floor, and some wild things happen in that game with LT and Ariel and Ian Clark, and different things happen, and we look forward to going in there with a healthy squad.
Are you just grateful? You're just going to be grateful to get through the first 5 minutes unscathed this time, or what?
Yeah, we kind of knock on wood in the last couple of games, just having everybody healthy again. So, I think it's been important over these last couple of rounds for everyone just to find their role again with the full team out there, but also making sure that everybody's ready for a little bit more if foul trouble or injury or other things happen.
How conscious are you of getting ready for the potential outdoor game? Because you never know if the roof is going to open or not. Sometimes the wind seems to affect shots, sometimes not. What do you actually put into preparing?
Yeah, I certainly underplayed it a little bit to our group to say we're going to have the opportunity at shoot-around to feel it. There's a little bit more shooting time before the game just to get ready, but there's not too many differences to it other than a little bit of wind. So I really don't want them going into the game thinking anything different about it other than it's the spectacle of the roof open.
We spoke to Luke earlier. I think a couple of weeks ago you said maybe you wanted a bit more consistency from him. Have you seen that? And I guess having the Cavs here, watching him last week, he's got a bit of a spring in his step, I suppose.
Yeah, I think teams are scouting, and they're going to live with some people shooting shots, and he was a 40% three-point shooter last year, and he hasn't quite shot it at that level yet, so he's seen a few more open shots recently, and I think he's really stepped into it and punished teams for that area. So I think there's going to be some more opportunities for him in this game. They'll test his three-point shot. They'll test his defense at the other end a little bit, and he's been flying through with consistency in both those two areas at the moment. So what I really liked about his last game was the way that he rebounded and pushed the basketball, and we think that's one of our greatest advantages in fast play is the ball in his hands, making decisions for us. So, if he can continue to defensive rebound like that, I think he really brings himself into the game.
How much? Sorry, you go.
Did Perth, obviously they know his game so well, given that he, was a kid when he started there. Do they sort of go after him, I suppose, and do they put a target on him?
I'm sure they do. The going over there was a big one for him. The first time we got to play, and I thought he came through that really well. So I think he's over the hump of playing his old team a little bit, and it's just about what are the coverage that they give me right now? How do they attack me?
Can I just ask you about Chris Goulding? Obviously, superstar of the competition. You could go on and on about him, but how good is he from just a basketball perspective for a layman's viewer? Just he knocks the lights out from a 3-point perspective, and how good is he in terms of world basketball on a world stage from a shooting perspective?
Yeah, from a shooting perspective, you put a world 3-point competition together. I think he's got to be a candidate to absolutely be in that competition, and it'd be a fun thing to see. We saw it when we went and played in the NBA games to say, there's a role that he could have been JJ Redick if the right thing happened, and other guys within the league. But on a world stage, he's right up there. So I don't want to say he's a top 10 or make a number or anything like that. But
he's all like he's in the top elite bracket, you think?
Correct, and his work ethic proves that as well. Like, he's going to be out there, and you'll probably hear a few swear words right now for just the standard that he sets himself every day to walk out of the gym and feel good about his shot.
He's contract until the end of next year. Do you think he can keep going on? I mean, he's getting a bit long in the tooth, Chris. He is this franchise as well, as much as you are as well.
Well, he's passing the test of age at the moment. So when again, when we signed him to the 3-year deal, there was some talk about us as coaches to say maybe there's a period where he becomes our sixth man or something like that. He keeps, every year it's like, no, he's not ready for any form of reduced role. His minutes are up and his production is up on what he's been doing the last few years. So keep him healthy. Make sure we manage him right over the next few years, and because he's not a guy that wants to sit out of possession in practice, and he'll get better with that over time and making sure he takes care of himself. But we want to see him end his career here, and hang his shirt up one day.
ESPN had a great piece. Olgun had a great piece on Chris's shooting and his 3-point effectiveness this season, and the extra shots he's getting up in games. Now you got your guys back. Do you think that can be kept up? Because it seems to have been really effective for you guys, no matter who's on the court.
Yeah, I think when we had multiple people down and he shot 15 threes a game, I don't think we'll see that level unless he's actually on an amazing tear, and we'll continue to give him that number of looks. But I think if he's around that 9.5 to 10 kind of mark a game. Some maybe at 8, but I think if he's hunting 10 threes is what we're really asking from him, and so it's a good number for us.
And just on Saar and on Hukporti, how much do you think Ariel and Joe actually would just love the chance to go against Saar, show some NBA teams what they can do in this game?
Yeah, there's always little games within the game, and I think Ariel and Joe, whoever they're playing against, it's like, as a team, we've got to go beat these other centres, and Saar having that little tag on him right now is, a top 5 pick and potentially number 1. And Ariel still probably being in the late 40s or 50s, there's certainly an incentive for him to come out and do the things he does well against him. Saar was good against us last time, and I'd like to hope that we can shut him down a little bit more.
And on the splits and on the season series, that sort of stuff, how conscious are you now of those, given the history, either season series, you guys being on top of teams, or the other season when you guys missed out by, whatever it was, 2 points or whatever?
Yeah, the season series are kind of don't count for too much anymore, other than kind of count back situations. But we're certainly aware that every possession matters more than ever, coming off last year. But the focus for us right now is we're in this third quarter of the season. We're 2 games into it. We won 6 in the first quarter. We won 5 in the second quarter. We got to try and maintain that standard for the third quarter.